up, everybody? Mason back here with the Karate in the Garage podcast. And today I wanted to do a little game review for you. And the game we are talking about, as you will see, is Iron Man in VR for the PlayStation VR. Now, this game came out last week and was developed by Camouflage Entertainment and published, obviously, by Sony Entertainment. So this is an exclusive game for the PlayStation VR. Now, just a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm going to show some gameplay video here in a little bit, and I do not claim to be the best gamer, okay? So, especially with a game like this where there's mechanics to get used to and things like that. So, I kind of jumped in and did a few levels. I'll be honest, I'm not all the way through it, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about some of the gameplay mechanics. Did it make me sick? How was the how did it translate with everything? Did I feel like I was an actual Iron Man? We're going to talk about some of those points today. So let's jump right into it. So basically, you take the mantle of Iron Man as Tony Stark, and the game starts just right after he's come out of the caves and built the Iron Man suit itself, and becoming Iron Man and really getting that feel and changing his lifestyle from building weapons to protecting people. And then the game flashes forward a few years, and you're in a airplane that gets attacked by a mysterious enemy, and then you get sucked out of that airplane and have to call your Iron Man suit, which is pretty cool because you hold your hands up, and the just like in the movie, the armor comes straight at you, your hands first, and then your chest, and then it comes at your face, and then activates the Iron Man, the interface itself inside of the suit. But, so let's talk about some gameplay mechanics here. Your hub is Tony Stark's house, obviously, and there's a lot of things to do in there. There's even some mini games like a basketball shooting and some different things. You can pick up magazines and look through different things and kind of explore around his house. But the main place you're going to want to be is in that Iron Man lab. So there is a full-fledged suit that you walk up to, as you'll see, and it is a fully customizable Iron Man suit, even with skins. And you'll see all the points on his body that you can change and customize through unlockables throughout the game. So you get it kind of an in-game currency as you do well in different challenges and stuff, and then you can unlock different parts and kind of mix and match with different things on the suit to your liking, which is a really cool feature of this game because it really adds some diversity to it's not just a single, just the Iron Man suit itself and different things. So you can really customize that suit and make it your own, which is really cool. So yeah, you're in the hub, and there's all kinds of challenges and missions and things like that you can do to increase your skill and you really keep it going and just to have a lot of fun at the same time. So just as far as the gameplay mechanics itself, I'm going to throw a video up here that this is real life gameplay video from me. Just one of the challenges you can do up at the start, and I will start that now. And while I'm talking, so one main point about games like this, the first thing you might think when you see this video right now, what is the motion sickness like? Well, I gotta say, I am a person who gets very motion sick. Okay, and with other VR games, I've had some trouble in the past with not being able to play very long. This game, however, is different. So the way you play this game and the way you navigate is with your hands, obviously. And if you hold them out like this, you're going to hover, and you're going to just kind of keep yourself in place. And then you can go up you can hold your hands up to go down, and then stop yourself by holding your hands out. And then if you hold your hands back, you're going to glide and just kind of fly through the air like a jet, as Iron Man would. And obviously you're not laying horizontal like Iron Man, so you just kind of hold them out, and then you steer with your face as if you were doing that kind of thing. I gotta say, steering with your face, it takes some getting used to, but this is the one thing that makes the game really helps with that motion sickness. If I was doing this with a controller and I was having to keep up with it with my face and things like that, I think this would make it a lot harder. The way they did this game was brilliant in that way, because I played this game probably for an hour straight. I usually play it when I'm playing VR. I play for like an hour straight and then take breaks. This game I could have played longer. It was just getting late at the time, and it feels really good and fluid and takes some getting used to. It's not like you jump in and you're Iron Man and I can do anything I want. It really takes some getting used to get the mechanics down. I probably ran this course 3 or 4 times and probably will go back and run it even more times. But as you'll see, you have the in-game interface there. You got your map. You have what's equipped to you at the time. You'll see here I'm shooting some missiles out of my by holding my hand out like that. You shoot your blast by holding your hand out like that and using the triggers. Now, one thing you'll have to note, you'll want to be turning the camera because you take pretty sharp turns and things like that. On the motion controllers, you have your square and triangle buttons are the top 2 buttons, and then on the bottom are your X and circle. The square and triangle buttons are what you can use to move the camera, and there's a smooth move where it's not like a warp or anything. It just kind of moves as you're going. Or there's like a warp move where the screen goes black for a second and then comes back in your turn. And it's really smooth. I'll replay the video here, and you can kind of see that throughout the video of me turning like that. And that is really one thing that helps with the motion sickness, is that kind of turn instead of having that smooth turn, because you're not actually doing the turn with your body, and that's where it gets kind of sickening. You'll see that I just did that in the video. So I gotta say, do you feel like Iron Man as you're playing this game? 100%, as close as you can get to flying around in that suit, because obviously I don't know how many of us are ever going to fly in a real Iron Man suit, barring technology gets a lot crazier, but this is about the closest thing you can get to it in a video game experience. And really, I was really skeptical of this game at first, just like, 1, I'm gonna get motion sickness, 2, how much can I really feel like Iron Man? And you really feel that, like you're controlling a suit, and there's a lot of different facets to it, like the power punches, as you just saw I did there, and with the different weapons, and there's shoulder weapons that you can call upon, and things like that to just really enhance the power of you feeling like you're doing some domination as Iron Man. So this game, it was developed on the Unity engine, which is very impressive to me, because Unity is more of a out-of-the-box kind of a game developing platform, and it really is very mainstream, and you can develop games in Unity, and they're really bringing it to the table, showing that you can develop a really cool game on the Unity platform, which is awesome. And as far as the graphics, it's not like I'm sitting here in a real life situation. It's definitely a virtual world, as would be, but it's done very well, and everything looks very, very good, and probably the best VR virtual reality game I've played on this platform so far, I've got to say. For the price of $40 too, it is totally worth it, because honestly, I will go back and play some of these challenges just to have fun, and it's you can kind of get yourself into a little workout too, because it does get kind of intense sometimes. So for me, I'm giving this game an 8 out of 10. There's a little bit of figuring to do, and I really would rather, throughout the house, it's like a warp move to different areas to look at. I rather like a smooth walking type move in those type of situations, or at least the option to do it. I know that kind of thing makes people sick if you're like a smooth walking type thing like they have in Skyrim, or that other game Front Point for PlayStation VR. But this is just like a warp around the room in different points that you're looking at the time. But there's a lot to this game in a small package, which is really, really cool. So if you're a VR fan, I definitely recommend checking this out. Definitely recommend playing it. And let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, all of the above. We're going to be doing some more game reviews and things like that, but just wanted to jump on here and talk about Iron Man VR really quick. So hope all is doing well out there, and we will see you next time on this channel. And go out and play some Iron Man VR. Really good stuff.
Will that be all, Mr. Stark?
That will be all, Miss Potts.